Everybody, so it is Thursday, and every Thursday on this channel, if you're new here, we do a theory video concerning ITB. Now, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I still feel charged when I think about the boar and the butterfly. Man, that show was so good, and there was so much to get into in that show, but I promise you this video is going to be short, so watch the whole thing. And you guys know my whole mantra about that. But I do want to keep this short because I do want you guys to get through the whole thing, because I'm really interested to see what you think about 3 theories that I have for you based on the show that we just saw. So I do want to say though, first off, welcome to all of the new subscribers. I'm telling you, you guys who are new here, this community is awesome. When I tell you it's the best community on YouTube, it really is, and it's not going to take you long to see that once you jump into the comments and see how we interact with each other. It is an awesome place to be. Welcome once again to the community. So I got 3 theories, man. The first one is surrounding something that Ankara said about the Black Lotus, which was they specialize in techniques to defeat dark ones. That's a big line right there. So let me tell you what I think is going to come out of that. So we know from the featurettes at some point, somehow, Sunny links up with the Black Lotus and he ends up fighting with them. How that comes to pass, I'm not really sure, but here's what I think it means for Sunny. This is a theory. So number one, I think that if it is the case that they specialize in certain techniques to take down dark ones, I think that Sunny's going to get some specialized training. So if we were impressed by Baji being able to turn the gift off, I think that the Black Lotus may have that ability and much more. So for any of you guys that were thinking, well, how is it that the Black Lotus are going to be able to take on the dark ones, because no one really is at their level when the dark ones are in that elevated state? Some people have theorized that the Black Lotus themselves will go dark. I don't think that's the case. I think that they are regular warriors like everybody else, but I think their training is specialized, and that's what sets them apart. And I think that Sunny's going to learn some techniques that are going to be very, very helpful when the battle comes between Sunny and Pilgrim. That's number one. I also think that their weapons are specialized as well. And I say that Sunny gets a specialized weapon that will also possibly help him deal with dark ones and maybe even Pilgrim. That's a theory of mine based on what Ankara said from the boar and the butterfly. So let me know what you think about that. I think that makes perfect sense. That's theory number one. Theory number 2, Cressida. Okay, so what do you think about this? I go back and forth, and a lot of you guys have said this as well, with Cressida really being the main threat here, and Pilgrim almost being somewhat of a puppet. And now I really tend to lean towards that thinking. So here's my theory. I do think that Cressida might actually be the real threat. I do think that she may have some kind of dark gift or some kind of contamination of the gift herself. I base that, of course, on the featurette that I'm sure most of you guys saw, where her eyes go red. So I think that's what's happening here. But I also think that she realizes, like the rest of us, that Pilgrim is losing it. And some of you guys have said in the comments, the dude has lost his marble. And I completely agree. Man, the guy is going down nutty bill. He is a few snowflakes short of a blizzard. I think that the gift is too much for him, and I think that it's contaminating his mind, which also is interesting, right? Because it looks like there will be some kind of confrontation. Boy, I hope there's some kind of confrontation between Pilgrim and the Master, because that's a fight that everybody wants to see. But she says something, and I think she's talking to him during that fight about stealing the gift. And it almost suggests that if you did not come by this gift by proper means, then you cannot handle this gift. I almost think that really that's the message that was going to Minerva as well, even though she had the gift. But the whole idea is like, listen, if you do not possess this gift with the proper tools, if you're not the right person to manifest the gift and deal with it, it's going to eat you up inside. It's going to destroy you. I think Pilgrim is on that path, and I think Cressida sees it. The guy is losing it. Why do I bring that up about Cressida? Because I think Cressida is going to get hers. And you know who I think is going to give it to her? I think it's going to be Sunny's sister. I think Sunny's sister will be the one to take it to Cressida. That's just my thought about that. And I think Cressida is going to go out in grand fashion. Like, I don't think she's just going to get like a little stab to the side, ooh, and then fall over. I think she's, maybe something's getting lopped off or something's getting sliced or something like that. I think she's going to go down in flames. Now, This final theory that I have is really about the gift. I think that everybody gets their gift back, but the difference, I think, is that the gift that we see come from them will not be in the dark state. I think it will be more in a pure state, in a state that is kind of meant to be in. Now, this is just a little bit of a theory, and here's where there's a little bit of a hiccup in my theory, and here's where I want you guys to respond because I want your feedback about this. We see the master manifest a gift that seems different in that her eyes kind of go this shimmering gold when she turns. And she's able apparently to operate within the gift in kind of like a different state, which appears to be maybe a purer state than what we see with Pilgrim and what we see with MK. However, I did notice from the featurette, it looks like she is about to fight Pilgrim, and man, how many people, woo-wee! Everybody's excited about that. That's going to be a heck of a fight. I'm a little scared for the master on that one, honestly. But my point is, when you see the two of them getting ready to go at it in the commercial or the featurette, and she does something like this, then her eyes turn black. Did you guys notice that? They were not in a gold state, they were black. And I almost wonder, with the level of power that Pilgrim has, did she have to kind of harness something that was primal? Almost like if you saw Doctor Strange and the Ancient One who was tapping into Dormammu, who was like the Dark Lord. She was actually drawing power from him to be able to do some of the things that she needed to do. You guys can tell that I'm a superhero fan from that. But I wonder if the Master kind of experiences the same thing, where she has to kind of go deep. She kind of has to go dark to be able to deal with Pilgrim. I'm a little bit scared about that, and I'll tell you that because I don't think the Master is going to be the one to take Pilgrim out. So either this fight is going to end in Pilgrim learning the lesson that he's just not as good at the Master, or she's going to get really messed up or worse, and that frightens me. You guys are so awesome. A couple of quick things, so don't go anywhere. Some house cleaning, some notes that I have to give you for what's coming up. So tomorrow I will be going to check out Shazam, and I've actually heard some really good things about Shazam, and I'm not a DC guy, but I've heard this movie's pretty good, so that review will be up on Friday. On Friday as well, we are covering Warrior, which comes out, I believe, every Friday on Cinemax, so look for that review sometime this weekend. Guys, thank you so much as always. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you will join the best community here on YouTube. Again, welcome to all of the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Love you guys so much. And with that, I will see you in the comments, and I will also see you on the next video. Peace.